Hey everybody, welcome to the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California. My name is Philip and I wanted to share something big with you. I have been road cycling now for almost 20 years, and over that time I've really only ridden one bike, which is a Le Mans Zurich, my very first road bike, and really the only one that I've owned up until today. And yes, that's right, today is new bike day today, and I've thought a long time about what to replace my trusted Le Mans with, and I wanted to share that bike with you today and give you a quick tour of that bike and give you a quick first impression, because I'm going to be riding it for the first time around this Rose Bowl, which is a place that I've been cycling almost my entire time cycling, really, for almost 20 years. So let's go ahead and take a look at the bike, and I'll show you around it. Okay, here we go. First of all, I just want to apologize in advance for the cars that will be driving by. It's hard to get a good shot without the noise from the cars, but here is the new ride. And it is a titanium bike made by a company in Boulder, Colorado called Mosaic, and this is their RT-2c, which is a straight gauge tube titanium bike. And as you can see, it's got rim brakes, which I know is not really in fashion in 2025. It's actually April 2025 right now. But I thought long and hard about this decision about whether to go with discs and to go with wider tires and wheels, and whether to go with electronic shifting as well. And ultimately I decided that I wanted to stick with what I've known for the past 20 years, which is rim brakes. And so I sourced this Dura-Ace 9100 group set, some used parts here and there, and some new old stock. And so this is the last generation of Dura-Ace 11 speed, and my particular bike has an 1130 cassette, which is the standard that came with the Dura-Ace 9100 group set from this generation, and it's got a 5236 crankset. Now I'm realizing that I propped this bike up against this tree on the drive side, so I apologize for not having a good view of the drive side. That's a faux pas on my part. Anyways, it's a size 55 frame, and I'm riding on the Head Ardennes RA Pro rims. So these are the regular wheels with the regular alloy brake track with the head hubs, and I've got Continental GP 5000 tires on here, and these are clincher tires, so no tubeless setup. I've got a tube setup in here, and the tubes that I'm running are the Rene Hurst TPU tubes. So the entire time that I've been biking, I've been using butyl tubes. I thought about going tubeless with this setup, but again, you know, this is a bike that is meant to be simple and maintenance free and easy for me to just get on and ride, and I'm comfortable with riding tubes, and so I stuck with tubes. But wanting to try something a little bit different, I decided to give TPUs a shot for the first time. So we'll see how that all plays out. Up here on the cockpit side of things, of course, we've got the Dura-Ace shifters. That's a Chris King inset headset. And right now I'm sporting a Ritchie comp level stem. It's a 100 mil stem and a 42 millimeter wide bar. Again, wide bars, I'm 6 foot. And I know the trend right now is to go narrow, but I'm comfortable with 42, so we're gonna see how that plays out. And then on the saddle side of things, I'm actually using, for now, my old saddle and seat post pulled off of my Le Mans. And the reason for that is I just don't know. This is a frame that's a little bit smaller than my existing bike. I went down from a 57 to a 55. So this frame has got a 555 mil top tube. My old bike had a 570 mil top tube, I believe. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing in terms of going with a straight seat post or one with an offset like this. So I decided to test the bike with the saddle and seat post that I'm comfortable with and make those decisions down the road. Let's see what else I can share with you. It's got a titanium bottle cage, and this is actually a Moots bottle cage, which I think matches really nicely. This bottle cage has got a bead blasted finish, as does the titanium frame. And let's see, I've got my old look pedals on there as well, super ancient, but again, something that I'm going to be upgrading pretty soon, just after I ride this bike and get a sense of how it feels. Yeah, so that is the first look. There's a nice shot of it, and one of the reasons why I wanted to make a video about this bike is when I was doing research on it prior to buying it, I didn't really find very much YouTube reviews or content from people who either own the bike or maybe just reviewing it, or maybe kept it in stock in their stores. And so I wanted to fill that void and share a little bit of what I know and what my impressions are going to be about this bike with you all, in case you are interested in a Mosaic frame, because on first impression, they're just absolutely gorgeous. The fit and finish on this frame is really impeccable, and I'm hoping that that translates to the ride quality and the enjoyment that I get from it. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and head out there. Usually we'll see tons of cyclists, but it's a little bit in the midday today and it's a Friday, so not too many folks on the road. But I am super excited to get this out and see how it rides. So I will be back soon. Thanks. All right, so I just completed about 12-13 miles on the bike. Rode it around the Rose Bowl here, a couple of round trips, and then went up into those hills for a little bit. And my initial impressions are that the bike is pretty loud. What I mean by that is that it's very resonant, and I don't know if that's because I'm used to using butyl tubes and riding on narrower 16mm internal width wheels, and these are 21 internal width wheels with the TPU tubes, so I'm hearing just so much more like resonance from the road. I don't know if that's attributed to the wheels and the tubes or to the titanium frame. I'm coming off of a steel and carbon frame, so I don't know what the difference is in terms of, you know, resonance of road noise, but my first impression is that yeah, the bike is just really loud, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but it's just an observation. So I'm wondering if anybody has any insight into that. The second thing that I'm noticing here is that my front derailleur needs to be adjusted. I don't really have full use of the cassette and the big chain ring. Not that I would ever cross chain, but I felt like I needed to adjust that a little bit, even so much so that the chain came off at one point. I had to stop and put it back on the big chain ring. Other than that, a couple other things that I'm noticing is that the saddle setback is just not making me feel confident on the bike yet. And so I think I'm probably gonna go get a bike fit. I didn't really do that yet. As I'd mentioned, I was just starting with what I knew and going from there. So I did adjust the setback about 1 centimeter and then half a centimeter just to feel the difference there. And I'm actually not sure which direction to go, to be honest, to feel a little bit more comfortable on the bike. But in terms of how it rides, it's pretty smooth. I do like the 28mm tires, and the wider rims definitely is more compliant, if you want to use that word. It absorbs more of the bumps on the road. But to be honest, I don't really see that huge of a difference from the 25mm tires on my old bike to the 28s. if anything, the difference going from 23 mils to 25s on my old bike was a huge change. And I don't know if I'm feeling that yet, going from 25s to 28s. This time will tell. Other thing I wanted to point out there is I wanted to get some clear coat to just prevent some cable rubbing on the top tube there, and obviously I don't have any with me, so just put some band-aids there for now just to protect the frame. Maybe that's a little overkill, but it is a brand new bike, and as I'd said, I haven't had one of these in almost 20 years, so forgive me for babying it at the moment. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and take a couple more spins. It's a nice day out here, probably the warmest day of the year so far in LA, and if anything, that's indication right there. Those are some sweat drips on the new bike. So anyways, folks, thanks a lot, and I'll catch you later.